We'll see how it does go here. But last time we did see no Uther ban for the red side. So Taronde being banned out for I Don't Know Man. Obviously, that we've seen do work throughout this tournament today. So no surprises there. Key pivotal point in a lot of team comps and inside games this time do ban out that Uther. Did a lot of work for them last time and not wanting to let it go into the hands of I Don't Know Man this time. So first pickup for I Don't Know Man, obviously a completely open comp. It's a mid-sized map, and they're going to take the Sonya since that was left up this time. Still a lot open. Sonya's a very, very strong melee hero, able to put out a lot of movement in fights with the Ancient Spear, while also going to be able to put a lot of damage down with her auto attacks and her seismic slams. And if she wants to go a whirlwind build, she can always spin to win. Inside game with the double pick, I'm going to pick up the Kael'thas, as we do like that fiery mage. And we did see Bro Biceps doing quite a bit of work with him last time, and also the Jaina, so a double mage comp so far coming out for inside games. Been a little while since we've seen a double mage comp. Was more a flavour of about 3 patches ago. But yeah, we'll see what they can do with this Kael'thas and Jaina.
And I'm back. Sorry about that. Had a bit of a relocation issue.
Take a look at the picks and see what you think so far.
Yeah, I mean, Taronde and Uther ban, completely expected. Especially like the Uther ban. Like, nobody wants to play against Uther, as we saw how good it was last game.
I do feel that Uther's going to need a little bit of a touch-up here, because at the moment he is... If you are red side, you don't even get to choose your first ban. You're banning Uther. Or you have to give him to the opponent. There's just no choices there.
I mean, the main reason Uther is in this state is because he's sitting in a position similar to what Brightwing was. He can do so much. In fact, too much. He can do, like I say, he can do so much and too much. Provide stuns, heals, invulnerability, tankiness, wave clear. He just does so much that other supports either can do some of, but not all of, and yeah, like obviously there's many reasons Uther's got it banned, but he's sitting in a similar situation as to what Brightwing was a few patches ago before she got reworked and hence nerfed, just for the fact that she had too much utility, and that's exactly the same with Uther here. So I don't know, man. Picking up the Karazim Muradin.
Is it Karazim? I was about to say I can't see the second pickup for I Don't Know Man, so I don't quite know what's gone on there.
It's up against Kael'thas Jaina, so I mean, like you said, the double mage comp is going to be a lot of damage coming out, and I'm getting a bit worried for I Don't Know Man already. But picking up that Sonya early game, she's able to, if she can just get in on top of the Kael'thas Jaina, they're going to die. There's not much more we can say about that. They're just gonna die, and especially without the Uther giving invulnerability or the Karazim giving Divine Palm, there's not really much inside games can do about it. And so Vala is banned out, so they don't have a strong ranged assassin. I don't know, man. At this point, they can still pick up the Reyna, remember, and Malfurion is the ban out for I Don't Know, man. So inside games forced into potentially a Rhaegar pick, but what I would actually like to see is Tassadar.
So I was thinking about this, and actually, I'm intrigued by the Vala pick, because actually I would have probably taken away the Zagara, forcing I Don't Know Man, if they want ranged assassins, to be locked into those right-click heroes, and instead you could then take the blind champions at this point, maybe pack a Lily in with a Johanna.
Yeah, no, Lily would even be good on
that. And everything then coming from I Don't Know Man is right-click based, and you're packing a AoE blinds left, right, and centre.
Yes, because the Johanna, as you say, is still in the pool. She provides a blind. The Lily with the AoE blinds would have been very good. So, I mean, with the Vala ban, it's still... Reyna is still an option, but Inside Game's going to pick up Tyrael Arthas as their double tank compositions. They try and decide what support to go with. Tyrael are good support, as is... Tyrael and Arthas are both really, really good warriors to go with an unsure support, because Tyrael provides shields for the team. Arthas has a lot of self-healing with his Army of the Dead. On top of that, Jaina has her Ice Block, and Kael'thas has his arcane barrier. So maybe not as squishy. Inside games, maybe not as squishy as we'd potentially think they are just from face value. Especially since Tyrael and Arthas aren't known to be particularly tanky tanks.
And once again, we have seen that Sanctification pick up from Tyrael throughout the night. We could see it once again coming in here.
You see, I think we've seen Sanctification maybe we've definitely seen it once, but we've seen Judgment the other 2 games, haven't we?
We've seen 2 and 2 so far. We have seen Tyrael in every game so far, which is fantastic to see. Tyrael is getting a lot of love from these teams. He has been that sort of middle of the road warrior that some people would be picking him up as a secondary to Leoric and Johanna previously, and now he's starting to make his way in the world a lot more.
Which is good to see, because he's got some really big, explosive visual ultimates with the Judgment, and really big kind of well-played tactical ultimates with that Sanctification. So it's good that these big playmaking heroes are seeing more prevalence, as it makes casting way more fun.
It does.
So I'm still waiting for the Gazlo ETC coming up, which we saw in Insomnia 55.
I would love to see the ETC back into the picks. I've been playing a bit of ETC myself. Anyway, back to this draft. I Don't Know Man picked up Reyna and Tassadar. So you wanted to steal that Tassadar? Here he is.
Yeah, and I think it completely makes sense. Tassadar, in both team compositions, he just provides so much to a team, and he's actually been openly stated by many professional players in the top level teams, Cloud9, Temperstorm and stuff, to be the absolute top tier hero of this patch. Now you'll have the tier lists come out, what people think are good heroes, but Tassadar is his own extra list. They created a new tier, a new super tier just for him because of the state he's in the American scene. So I think it's finally good to see Tassadar coming out, and I Don't Know Man potentially can use him to eke out a victory here and take it to game number 3.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And game number 3 will be on Battlefield of Eternity, so both of us wanting to see that, as it's not very often we get to see Battlefield of Eternity. But once again, Inside Games opting for that Rhaegar. That Rhaegar has been a support we've seen a lot of this tonight.
Yeah, teams favouring Rhaegar generally over Malfurion, and with Uther always banned out, it's basically at this point a choice between Rhaegar and Karazhan.
I didn't place so much on Rhaegar. I'm intrigued to see if your research into European metas come up with that Rhaegar would be played this much.
I don't think I expected it this much. I expected much more Tassadar in place of Rhaegar. Tassadar's been played as a solo support constantly. But Malfurion is generally favoured a little bit more. It's just this tournament, obviously, we've seen Rhaegar, so...
Yeah, I thought we would see a bit more Malfurion. I actually thought we would see more Brightwing than we would see Rhaegar.
She's been making a bit of a comeback, but not at all in our tournament this week.
Paired with Tyrande or paired with Tassadar, Brightwing makes a fantastic support now, and especially when you get these big threat comps. So the Sonya and the Reyna that you just want to get rid of, being able to polymorph them away is really, really strong. So, yeah. Oh well, not to be tonight. We will see what we will get in the future.
Yeah, and we're just getting this lobby sorted and we'll get to this game ASAP, guys. I'm just making sure that the teams are sorted. Yes, they are. Everything is good. Yay! Let's start the game and swap you guys over to the scene so you can see what's going on. I do need to update the score, so apologies there. Updated. Inside Games are 1-0 up in this best of 3 versus I Don't Know Man.
Apparently Bro Biceps' children are getting hungry. He still needs to breastfeed them.
So, obviously hints to let's get this game on the road, guys. Children in Africa. Let's not get into any sort of eco-political debate going on here. But exciting to see this game too. As I just said, Inside Games are 1-0 up against previous tournament winners, I Don't Know Man. And this is a best of 3 grand finals between these two teams. Inside Games beating out the team who beat out our kind of favourites of Infinity Esports, who were beaten quite solidly by Gobble Mike.
Gobble Mike Hawk.
Yeah, Gobble Mike Hawk 123, who played pretty much stellar gameplay the whole way through until getting just about beaten out by Inside Games with a unusual Diablo pick, which they could have changed to Nubrak as that was what they intended, but they opted to stick with the pick of Diablo. So we're pretty loose here with some of the rules. So they wanted to go with something they didn't necessarily initially want to go with, and made for an interesting game to watch, but in the end did not work out for.
So we are on the tomb. We're going to be collecting gems. The ranged minions don't exist, and instead they're replaced by mechanical spiders. And those gems are going to be fed to the eggs in order to summon some web weavers to push some lanes. Do you want to take us away and introduce the blue team of Inside Games?
Who is Inside Games? I've been introducing them so far every time we've watched them. We're going to have Threy playing the Arthas, who is actually playing Prince Arthas skin. Darren playing that Kael'thas, Hydrax on the Rhaegar support, Kexic on that demonic Tyrael, again the team captain, and Zargonas playing Jaina.
And over on the side for I Don't Know Man, we do have the superhero Sonya being played by Bro Biceps. We have Reyna being rocked by Yunks. We have Goku, aka Karazim, being played by Curzon. Devo is sticking to his dwarven friend of Muradin, and Komek is on Tassadar.
Yes, and Tassadar definitely a hero I'm very excited to see played here, because I want to focus a bit on his support numbers, on his healing numbers coming out, because they can be absolutely absurd. And we may even see him going force wall over Archon. That wouldn't be unexpected at all, I don't think.
A little bit of a scrap in the mid lane, 4 members facing off against each other. What we do normally see on this map is that 4 members will go between the top and the mid lane, and 1 member will 1v1 at the bottom lane. Actually, they're breaking away from this tradition at the moment, and we do have 2 members in the bot lane, and from each side, and then a couple looking to potentially roam down, spotting each other and backing and forthing.
Yeah, now, because of my location change, guys, I'm going to preemptively apologise for any jerky camera now, since I don't have a lovely smooth pillow to use as a mouse mat.
We need to invest in a new computer and computer desk for you.
Yeah, I still wouldn't be able to do it all in the same location, though, because the missus wants to watch telly whilst I'm casting the first half, and then wants to go to sleep whilst I'm casting the second half. Oh, it's a nightmare.
So we also need to get you a house with a separate streaming room. Got it.
Yes. So if anyone wants to fund this, I accept all donations. I can provide a link if anybody PMs me. But anyway, back into all seriousness into this game.
Yeah.
Again, we've got a heavy regen master
Pro Biceps, and Pro Biceps is being chunked down, but he is going to spin away and escape from that. So nice howling blast there from the Arthas, but wasn't able to secure that.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of regen masters again coming out of Inside Games.
Yeah, so obviously favouring the late game, and as we said, Tomb of the Spider Queen is one of those maps that, if it is very even, can go very, very late, just because each time you kill a hero, those gems drop to the floor, and if none of his allies are there to pick them up, they vanish into the ether, never to be seen again.
Yeah, and that can mean that the objectives just aren't picked up for a long time, especially if they're big team fights that keep swapping hands on who has the advantage there, because gems can just constantly be lost.
So Threy overstepping a little bit. An ancient spear from Pro Biceps is going to come in and chunk him down, and Arthas is going to be the first to fall. Pro Biceps has fallen low though, so he's going to back off and going to have to back to the hall there in order to heal up, as she's already drunk from that fountain recently.
Yeah, definitely. Good play there coming out from I Don't Know Man. Yunks on that martial skin Reyna. Just doing all the right foot work you need to, and the Sonya doing a lot of damage, being right in the middle of it. And we do see the Reyna has done a lot of the damage, most of the damage for his team so far. Also Jaina and Kael'thas, so respectful.
Just going to get a few hand-ins here and there, and getting closer and closer to the first set of web weavers.
Yeah, and both teams holding on to a decent amount, 30 actually in possession for Inside Game, so handing all those in would mean the first Web Weavers go to them. Meanwhile, only 20 on the side, being held on the side of I don't know, man.
They would trigger it if they
would also get the hand in. And we're going to get red Web Weavers descending first. I don't know, man. Being able to pick up the hand in and get the map objective. It's quite early on, so they may not be able to push very much with this, but at least it's going to put pressure on them and allow them to potentially get a wall in at least one, maybe two lanes, and that's going to force them into an experience advantage, hopefully.
So we'll see how it does play out. We'll probably see some Web Weavers straight back though off the back of this, because Inside Games do have enough. They're just going to take that mid Web Weaver and chunk that one down. Meanwhile, Tyrael is going to sit bot and fight with that one. So instead, I don't know, man, I'm going to go to the top and push with this Web Weaver, see if they can get the gate from this.
No, I think pushing with the top Web Weaver is a tactical choice, and I want to explain why before we get into this fight real quick. The boss is located in the top lane, so if you push that top lane, the opponents are going to be more scared to try and reinforce into that, as they'll have no wall and no gates to jump behind when a boss is attempted. So they can set up a party bush, fake out that they're trying a boss, and then when Inside Games come to intercept this, come to try and contest this, they're going to get picked up and they're not going to have any structures to hide behind.
So Inside Games coming down towards this bottom to try and do the hand in, but I don't know, man, don't want to let them. Davo going with a Stormbolt, and Bro Biceps with the Ancient Spear to go in, going to spin around, do a bit of damage, but no one really falling, just some damage onto the tanks who are slowly healing up, just enough to see Inside Games away from this hand in. Arthas is going to go towards the top side, get some more gems there before going for another hand in attempt.
Yeah, definitely potentially going to see another hand in attempt, but good kind of posturing and pushing away from I don't know, man, stopping that handing coming in. They're here to win this game now. They lost the first one. They're like, all right, let's stop playing around. Let's get this. And in fact, Hydax on the radar is going to hand in just exactly enough gems.
Oh, nice handling blast there, catching Yumps in the background from Thray there, but no damage really following that up. Yumps is just going to be able to put some right-click damage down as this little skirmish does go back and forth. Davo with a Stormbolt across the team there, but he's starting to fall a little bit low, so he's going to back off to go heal up from that. Meanwhile, the Web Weavers have now come down, so it's going to be a battle over this mid-Web Weaver. It's going to fall relatively quickly. Davo's dwarf tossing himself out because he still hasn't healed that damage from the last fight. Now he's going to have a drink from the fountain, and we're going to go again. So once again, we're going to fight over this Web Weaver. The Web Weaver will fall relatively soon. No, it's sitting on a tiny little bit of health, and from that they're going to get the gate and the towers. So a nice pickup from them there. Top Web Weaver has been completely uncontested and been able to take that, and bottom Web Weaver is also going to take the gates. So nicely picked up there from Inside Games, going to be able to get
coming
them
out just
into
a little
that
bit later
league.
means that the push is going to happen, and because they committed 5v5 to a Web Weaver, they were able to do so much more. What I don't know, man, should have done is split up 2 to each lane and have potentially the Tassadar just shielding the buildings and throwing out the...
and actually able to pick up the fort in the bot lane, which is going to shoot them off to 10. So at this point, they're now got their heroic abilities, and I don't know, man, don't really want to fight at the moment.
Oh, yes. Like you say, Sanctification picked up by Tyrion and Syndra Wosa. Syndra Gosa coming out from the Arthas there, and I'm very happy to see that.
We do tend to see Syndra Gosa on this map just because it is so good at shutting down turrets for the push, which is what's happening in the mid lane, so they can dive onto Davo and take him down.
Not going to go. They can shut down those towers and forts and keeps and just everything other than the core, and that's a full 20 seconds. The buildings are not attacking. It's like having a curse for a chunk. It looks like having a third curse timer.
Yeah,
just so much work.
And they are able to pick up their second fort, so they are now a level and a half ahead of I Don't Know Man. And I Don't Know Man are just about to eke out their heroics, so they're going to be on an even footing for the next fight. Where that next fight is, we're not going to see for a few seconds. So. Bro Biceps just trying to hunt people down at the moment, trying to make sure they're not getting a cheeky hand in, going back for the Bruiser camp.
Yeah, and you say about the hand in, there's actually 31 gems on the side of Inside Games, so that's enough to get their second hand in if they so desire. And in fact, a lot of those gems are On the Merlin.
Yeah.
So on the Arthas.
The Arthas, yeah.
Yeah.
It's that Alliance skin just confuses you. It's a Warcraft character. It's Alliance. It's obviously Muradin or Uther. No, Thray's going to get engaged on by Pro Biceps with the Ancient Spear. He's going to fall relatively low, but an Ancestral Heal is going to come out and keep him up. Syndra Wosa's going to go across the map and hit the Reyna there. Reyna's going to be slowed, and people are going to jump onto him. He's going to fall. Curzon's also going to fall. That's a lot of gems on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that Reyna, he was his adrenaline rush popped, and suddenly then he was dead. It was so much damage put onto him in an immediate amount of time. So, good damage coming out from the Kael'thas.
Pro Biceps getting chased down in that top and also falling there. So this looks like it's going to be an easy boss pickup for Inside Games. As I did say, Tomb of the Spider Queen, one of the longest maps, but also one of the quickest maps at times as well. And this 9-minute boss is going to be very strong push on. Though, I don't know, man. Knowing what's going to happen, I'm going to dive in and see what they can do. So Hyperion preemptively popped.
Sanctification coming down from Material and able to keep them onto this boss thing. Sorry, the Hyperion coming down, doing a lot of cover damage. Arena really getting some work done here. The Tyrael falls, but as the Muradin and the Karazhan Phoenix come down, doing a lot of damage to Kael'thas with that level 13 Chain Bomb talent point advantage. Hasn't picked it up now, has just selected that, and it's going to be a pretty even fight for 3-for-3, but the boss did go in favour of the side that had the Sanctification from Tyrael, so...
Yeah, and this is one of the things I was saying about Sanctification being that absolute fight changer. Tyrael with Sanctification is something going to be feared, and I have this feeling we're going to be seeing this from the pro teams.
Yeah, now, this is a scary position to be in. Or Reyna, in fact, almost dying to that stomp from the boss, but Syndragosa going to pick him up. What a snipe from Throne. That was dirty to watch.
So Syndragosa, dual thing there. Not only is he going to shut down those towers so that the boss and the Webweaver can live a little bit longer, but a nice snipe on the Reyna there as well.
Yeah, and this is scary, having the boss and the Webweavers pushing against you on all three lanes. The boss, obviously, and being top rate. Oh, I don't know, man. Hurting a bit here now. They still don't have their level 13 talents, only coming up in mere moments, but there's a full, almost 2-level advantage for Inside Games.
Yeah, and they've broken open all the gates. They can freely run into I don't know man's base as and when they want to now as well. And they're going to just put some damage down on these turrets that have no ammo left on them. See if they can just get it completely open.
Syndragosa will be up in 20 seconds.
On Zargosis, they're popping the Hyperion early, and the Phoenix is coming down as well. Hydrax is falling low, but he is kept up from the Ancestral Healing, and then the Sanctification coming down to stop the rest of the damage. Devo is going to fall to a team. Pro Biceps is gone in at that point as well. He's going to be having to back up. Curzon's going to try and Radiant dash out. He's falling low, and he's popping Divine Palm onto himself to survive there, but Tassadar getting picked up. That's a 3-for-0
So much damage coming out from those Kael'thas chain bombs. They're just placed perfectly every time, landing on at least 3 heroes. And we just see the amazing amount of damage that Kael'thas can do, has been doing in the past, and will continue to do for the foreseeable future. Not unbalanced, but
just a cheeky Phoenix as he was leaving there from the Kael'thas to stop I don't know man from mounting up and chasing him.
Very good play there for the fact that it's such a short cooldown. Ultima only was it 40-second cooldown? Yeah, it is, isn't it? 7 seconds of Phoenix, and it's just.
They do have talent point advantage at this point. They are halfway through level 16, and I don't know, man, just creeping towards 14 slowly but surely. So for the next few minutes, the next few fights, they are going to be up on those talent points, and they're going to have catapults pushing in that bottom lane. They have got another 45 gems, just looking for the last 20 to be able to hand in, and we'll see what they can do instead of picking up a Bruiser Camp. And then it looks like they may try and push with that Howling Blast attempt on Pro Biceps, but isn't going to land. Sidra Wosa coming out onto the keep to signal start this fight as Hyperion also comes down. Wrath of Berserker being popped by Sonya as she does go deep in with that spin. She's going to fall low though, and she's going to be picked up. The Water Elemental just going to be throwing down icicles as that Jaina is just railing damage into the lines. The Howling Blast once again coming out, catching Curzon, who's going to fall, but his Divine Palm's going to keep him up. Thray was the target of that Ancestral Healing, and Curzon is going to fall.
Tasta able to phase shift himself out, but there's a 3 for naught. There's fantastic Howling Blast coming out of the Thray, landing on the Reyna and the Karazim, as you said. And it just means that, Karazim had to make a choice, me or the Reyna, and he went for himself and ended up dying anyway. And this is going to be damage being put onto the core. The Arthas is going to fall, but the Holy Ground coming down to block out Bro Biceps, and that looks like it's going to be game number 2 of this best of 3. GG, well played, going out to Inside Game, so they end up winning this series 2-0.
Well played to Inside Game, some fantastic play there, and Tyrael once again doing work. Tyrael is crazy.
Yeah, the sanctification, every time we've seen it, has been doing a lot, and even when there has been judgments, they've been good judgments, and a good pick of judgment anyway. Even win or lose, Tyrael has been, as you say, every game. He's never been banned, always been picked, and it's just been pivotal in this tournament that we've just had the pleasure of casting.
So thank you guys for coming and playing Inside Gamings. Congratulations to you guys, first time winning the eSports Wall tournament. You're going to join Infinity eSports, I Don't Know Man, Wondercore, Palando Boys up there in the Hall of Fame.
Sorry, I'm just messaging the winners. They're wondering how they redeem their prize money, and so just getting that all sorted. But yet another tournament winner, yet another team coming through and winning a tournament. Now we've had some comments on the Reddit saying, "Oh, but if you enter this tournament as an amateur team, you'll come up against Infinity or Palando Boys and get stomped." But as we see here, yet another completely brand new team coming through and winning this tournament. I mean, there have been some consistent winners. There have been teams who have come back and won it on a couple occasions, and but still, anything can happen. That's the beauty of best of ones. Teams which are favoured to win probably would win. Would it be a best of 3 or a best of 5? Getting just kind of outdrafted or outplayed on one particular game, and that knocks them out of the tournament, and it means that this tournament is wide open for absolutely any team. So very well played by our brand new competitors, or if not brand new, haven't played for a couple of weeks, competitors of Inside Games.
Yeah, so and it does bring me back to what I was saying earlier about the European scene. And the European scene right now is the place to be if you want to break into the pro scene. So many teams that are on that verge level, and it's a good place to be able to try and see where you can get there as well. So just if you guys have been watching this and you haven't been playing, do go sign up, come along next week, bring your 4 mates, and do see how you match up to these guys, because you could be the next winners. We have had different winners across many of the weeks we've been doing this.
Yeah, so remember, if you're tuning in, you want to have a go at this, you could very easily be a winner next week. So thanks for watching, everybody who tuned in. Thanks for playing, everybody who participated. And hopefully we'll see you next week. And, more Steam game giveaways, more prizes for the winners.
Hopefully.
Potentially Shaq will even have like some sort of sponsor or greater prizes just in general for the tournament in the coming weeks at any cost, if not next week. Potentially
hopefully
later. Fingers crossed, because he definitely deserves to get sponsorship for this, because he's just putting his own money into this and doing this... doing this all himself, off his own back. So
he does this for the love of the scene and the love of the games. So we have our Heroes of the Storm on Wednesday, which you guys have been watching. We have Rocket League on a Monday. We have League of Legends on a Tuesday, and we have Hearthstone on a Thursday. So if you play any of those games, feel free to jump on and sign up for them. And it'd be fantastic to see if he can score some sponsors and get some sponsor prizing, because in the end it all comes back to you guys, and it gives you more to win.
Yeah, so if you want to throw this channel a follow, we'll get in a few months maybe we'll get some subscribers so Shaq can get some income from that, make the prize pools bigger. But in the meantime, throw the Twitch channel a follow, throw the YouTube channel a follow, and that subscribe, and that's YouTube.com/esports wall. We also have a Twitter channel, which is at eSports Wall, as it always is. So, and esportswall.com is the website with all the links in. So, that can all be thrown up in chat for anybody. My chat is broken currently, so I can't see what's going on there. I've been Stefan Heroes, aka Axilla, right now, and I've been joined this tournament, as always, by the wonderful, lustrous Lustriger Nick. I'm going to have a different kind of sexual sounding compliment for you.
I'm going to need a new name if you keep doing this, aren't I?
Definitely so.
Thanks, guys, and see you next week.
Yes, until next time, guys, and again, thanks for watching.